With your latest in local sports. So last night the shots and the snow continued to fall as the WSU women's basketball team took on Oregon for senior night. With 10 minutes left in the game, the Cougar offense fired up and took a tied game to a 108-88 victory over the Ducks. With this win, the Cougar women are now 9-7 in the Pac-12 conference, and this is the greatest record that this program has seen since the 1994-1995 season. Since this game is also the first 100-point game that the Cougs have posted since 1997, I'd say that's not a bad way to send off seniors Sage Romberg, Brandy Thomas, and Hannah Potter. Now, Sage has already received her invitation to play at the WNBA Combine post-grad, but you can catch her and the rest of the team in action this weekend in a Pac-12 match against Stanford. Now, the Cougar men's basketball team was not celebrating yesterday. They fell 67-53 at Oregon, and this is the 6th loss in a row for Ken Bone's team. Now, you might not think this is a good record heading into our game against UW this Friday, but let's keep in mind that the Huskies we pulled out the win against the Huskies at the beginning of this season. So as long as our outside game and Devontae Lacey's 3 machine is on, I'd like to think that we're going to pull out that rival win and get the bragging rights to the Apple Cup of basketball. Now, as basketball season is coming to a close, take me out to the ball game because baseball has returned to the Palouse. It's been a rough start for Cougar baseball, who opened up their 2014 play with a series loss to Cal State Fullerton and UC Riverside. This past weekend, they started the season against Western Carolina and lost the first two games of the series, 13-1 and 6-8. But it's not over yet. Yesterday's conclusion to the series of WSU against WCU has been postponed, so head down to Bailey Brayton today at 2 o'clock and catch the conclusion to that series in a doubleheader. Well, while baseball is home today, the Cougar women's swimming team is headed off to Federal Way, where they're going to compete in the WSU women's swimming and diving competition. You can catch that competition on Thursday and Wednesday on the Pac-12 network. Also away this week, the track and field is headed to Seattle, where they will compete in the MPSF Indoor Championship. Among the track and field group will be senior Shaquana Logan, who took 10th place at this past weekend's Indoor Track and Field Championship. And one team is looking to build a community here in Pullman. Check it out. It's one of the oldest forms of combat, a physical competition between two rivals who will use all of their physical and mental strength as they battle to come out on top. But while this sport goes back thousands of years, it's only recently that wrestling has returned to the Palouse. This year, as Pullman played host to the Washington State Collegiate Tournament, I met with head coach Christopher Gambino and his team to see how these wrestlers are using their efforts to not only grow a team, but a community.
The state tournament was at Elma, Washington last year. This year we were able to host it because of how well we did at the state tournament and the conference tournament last year. There's not a lot of opportunity to wrestle in the state of Washington after high school. You have to build something from the ground up.
But for this former North Carolina collegiate wrestler, it's about a lot more than just building a team.
It's more of the family and the community that we want to build. And what you want to do, if you're a good college program, is you're able to recruit within the state. We want to build it from the ground up and have them transition smoothly into our program here at Washington State University.
Next step is getting everyone qualified for nationals. Making that trip to Allen, Texas in 2-3 weeks. Just keep building our community, keep getting more support in the state, and just keep working, keep building, working hard.
So when it gets to national time, it's no longer a competition between us and Central Washington like it was last year. It's, hey, we're walking in as a Pacific Northwest All-Star team. We want to represent wrestling to the nation at that level, on that stage, and show them what the Pacific Northwest is about. It's a community effort to bring the focal point back to Washington and say, hey, they're serious about collegiate wrestling.
Yeah, it's at the very end. 5 Cougar wrestlers claimed state champion. I'm sorry, what? Are we going? 5 Cougar wrestlers claimed state titles at last week's tournament here in Pullman, and this week Gambino leads his team to Central Washington University, where these boys will battle in the conference tournament and push one step closer towards nationals. Overall, it's looking like it's the Cougar women who are leading the way in postseason play. That's all for your sports update. We're going to head to break, but don't go away. Bridget Larson will be here next with your entertainment update. You're watching Wake Up Wazzu.
you wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
The latest in local and national entertainment news. Jerry Seinfeld will be the host of Mom's Weekend this year, and he was announced as the entertainment for comedy. He's known for his role on Seinfeld, and he became interested in stand-up comedy when he went to Queens College in New York. He's written 3 books and released several comic CDs, and he will be performing Saturday, April 12th during Mom's Weekend. Tickets are available at Beasley Coliseum, and they will be $75, but a $5 discount is available if you're a part of the WSU staff. Speaking of Mom's Weekend, there will be a variety of activities going on, from boxing classes to karaoke. Friday, April 11th, there will be the craft fair, a tea and spa, ballroom dancing classes, and a fashion show. Saturday, there will be a 5K canine run, AWC's silent auction, boxing, chocolate tasting, and fitness. And moving on, Sunday, there will be a canoe and kayaking tour on the river, an art exhibit, and a show of the film American Hustle, which is starring Christian Bale and Bradley Cooper. Visit momsweekend.wsu.edu to get more information. And the Hunger Games will be showing in the Cub Auditorium, starring Jennifer Lawrence, and it will be showing from February 28th to March 2nd. And in national news, 3D printing is taking the fashion world by storm. It's been featured on the Victoria's Secret Fashion Show and Project Runway, and it's opening the doors for intricate designs and complicated techniques that aren't available by hand. And the Lego movie is now playing in Pullman. The film got #1 ranking for the box office, and it is a film about an ordinary Lego chosen to save the world. It's received rave reviews from fans and critics, and it's available in both a regular screening and 3D. And Rihanna and Eminem are teaming up to do a mini tour. The dates aren't yet available, but there's a lot of buzz going on about the excitement. And 50 Shades of Grey is finished filming. The film is set to premiere Valentine's Day 2015. That's all for your entertainment buzz. Back to you guys. Back to break.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Good morning and welcome to Real Talk. We are so excited to be here with you this morning. I'm Heidi Harris.
And I'm Lexi Swanson.
So this morning we will be talking to you about a couple different things. The best bikinis that you have to have for spring break, because we know that's on a lot of your minds. Also some viral videos that you may have seen on some social media sites. And fashion faux pas. What should you be wearing and what should you probably not be wearing? So with that being said, Lexi, what will you be doing for spring break?
I personally am going to California, but I know a lot of girls in my sorority and a lot of people here at WSU in general are going to Cabo. So that's why Triangle Swimmer is actually one of the best swimmers you can get for Cabo and any sort of warm vacation you're going to. Feel these. They are insane. They're neoprene. They don't move at all, especially when they're wet and you're in the water.
No, they do not.
I know, they're nice and stiff. I wore them for when I was in Bali swimming in the ocean and surfing, and they were just amazing. They're so perfect and athletic. Also, the colors are amazing.
Yeah,
they look
they
good
are.
on everyone.
Yeah.
And they fit almost every body type. They just complement everything.
Absolutely. So if you ladies are worried about anything moving or anything popping out, I wouldn't be too concerned.
No, these are amazing.
Absolutely.
Heidi, what are you doing for spring break?
Well, I am actually going to Tijuana on a mission trip, so I will not be needing a bikini, but I will be sure to recommend these to any friends asking about it. So, but back to reality. Talking about the warm weather, we don't exactly have that here in Pullman. So we want to show you a video that's gone viral. You may have seen it on some of your friends' Facebook or just social media, best vines. Here's a video that a dad filmed of some kids slipping on ice.
Oh, it's funny. Oh! Ouch!
So, Lexi, what did you think of that video? I know a lot of people have kind of mixed reviews. A lot of people think it's really funny, and some people are actually really mad about it.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised people are upset about it. I think it's hilarious. It's totally my dad's sense of humor. I'm sure he's kicking himself for not recording me falling on ice so all those times.
Definitely, yeah.
So now it's time for this week's Fashion or Flop. We showed a picture earlier of Justin Bieber, and I was wondering, Heidi, what do you think of the drop crotch pants?
Well, I know a lot of people really love them, but I personally think it looks like a diaper trailing on the ground. So I don't recommend wearing them. It just does not look right on my body type, but I know that you're a fan.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of them. I have several pairs. Actually, the other day I wore just a nice pair of khaki drop crotch pants with a black plain t-shirt, and I got so many compliments on it. They're just like so nice and casual.
Yeah, I think maybe if done right, it could work out. Just I think sometimes you really need to hike them up and not let them be dropping too low. But
yeah, they could be business or casual. I think they're perfect.
Absolutely. So now we're going to do a segment called Tip of the Week. This may be a girly thing, maybe makeup, and sometimes it might be just advice for anyone. So today is how to make your eyes look bigger. Do you have any recommendations, Lexi?
Oh, I love the cat eye. I think it's so nice and sophisticated. You can either dress it up or you can dress it down, as well as the drop crotch pants. It's just extending your eyeliner out just a little bit. What are your favorite ways to make your eyes pop?
Absolutely. I think that's really daring and fun. I actually really love the white crayon that you put in your waterline. I just think it's like a nice highlighter, and it's pretty bright. So I think that's really gives the eye a little bit of a pop.
Yes, it makes the color just stand out so much more.
Definitely. Do you have another favorite?
I read over the weekend that using a lot of bright colored eyeshadows, like a lighter tone, like maybe like a light pink and the Naked 2 palette on the inside of your eye, just in the corners, it really makes your eyes
absolutely
just stand out so much more.
And I know we've also kind of been talking about lashes and how to extend them, and also just doing fake or doing mascara. A lot of people are kind of torn on.
Oh yeah, eyelash extensions is one of the new trends, so you just don't have to wear any sort of makeup at all. I know there's great deals for them on Groupon too, so you don't have to pay the full price, which it can be pretty steep sometimes. I heard they can be up to $30 or $300, but excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
I know, but on Groupon they're around $70 or so that's a lot better deal.
So absolutely check it out.
Yeah, well, that's it for this week's Real Talk. Back to you, Bet and Megan.
Thank you, Lexi and Heidi. We appreciate it. Did you see that video?
I did see that video.
I don't know how to feel about it. Do you feel... one part of me thinks it's really funny. It's hilarious.
It was hard not to laugh.
Exactly. But then part of me feels really bad for those people, you know?
I know. There was actually one on the Pullman campus. Someone went and recorded people, and they were slipping and falling in the ice too. So
really?
It was pretty funny, you know?
Well, tweet us at WakeUpWazzu if you have any reaction to that video. We'd love to hear from you guys.
I'm Megan Abundis.
And I'm Ben Wyman. Thank you very much for joining us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and that's all we have.